To Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah in Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest reality TV gossip. And of course, Jeff Lewis, the Jeff Lewis After Show, all the things. Y'all, so much is going on. I am so excited to tell you that a promo is going to come out today and give you the save the date for the January live event that I've been teasing and telling you about. I am so beyond excited. I cannot wait. If you have never flown alone, driven alone, made a trip by yourself, done something for you, make plans January 20th to be in Los Angeles, Hollywood specifically. You will not regret it. I promise you will be surrounded by so many fun, positive, amazing humans, especially me and other people that love everything that you love. So please make an attempt, make plans now. 2024 is your year to make yourself a priority. And I can't tell you, it was 2 years ago when Jeff Lewis had his last Jeff Lewis live show in Burbank, November 2021. I had never done anything alone. I don't like doing anything alone. I barely like to go to the bathroom alone. I've always gone on girls' trips, family trips, couples trips, trips with my kids, friends, girls, everything. I'd never done anything alone. So it was so ballsy of me to fly from Houston to Burbank for that November 2021 live event. And now tomorrow night will be my next one because he hasn't had a show in since then. And I'm flying out now with Jeff Lewis friends that I've made. Shout out Diane and shout out Kim that we are going to LA together. I'm meeting so many more of you. I cannot wait. All the details are in my Instagram stories right now. Jeff Lewis Obsessed. They're in the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. So please they're under events in the Facebook group. Don't hesitate. Do not worry what other people think. This is your time to shine and start living your life and making yourself live and have fun, right? Like we deserve it for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I had spent time re-guessing what I was going to wear tomorrow night. I thought I knew what I was going to wear. Paige Davis said, "Oh yes, this is what you need to wear." I'm trying to figure out what this error is. And of course I went shopping this morning, found different stuff to wear. So I think I'm wearing a green velvet blazer over some black pants, to be determined. Anyway, I don't know. I'm a mess. I'm trying to figure out everything. I had to take my son to the dentist. He has no cavities. Woo woo. School is out today, so we have a half day. So all of my kids will be home as of tomorrow. 4 are here right now. 1 will be home tomorrow for the whole season. So I am so excited. And I got my Jeff Lewis picture up, my 5x7. So that is our picture from the $10,000 dinner. This is last year's Paige Davis Christmas card. I got her 2023 Christmas card in the mail last night. It's gorgeous. I know a lot of you got the card also if you donated, also like I did, to her Toys for Tots fundraiser. So much going on. And yes, even though I was gone all morning shopping and then taking my son to the dentist and doing some work on some promo stuff with Annie and about the show coming up January 20th, yes, I'm about 20 minutes into the after show. Of course, I heard Jeff Lewis today with Andy Cohen. And y'all are telling me some rumblings of some mean person that called in about me. Like, what the F? Why do mean people waste their time on me? Like, whatever. So weird. Anyhow, I haven't even listened to it yet, but I will get to it when I get to it, right? But I fly out super early in the morning with Diane and Kim from Houston, meeting so many other chumpettes, and I cannot wait. If you can, please let other people know. I just like to make sure that other Jeff Lewis fans that are coming in for the show know that we're getting together for breakfast Thursday and Friday. They know that we're getting together for drinks at the W Hotel at 4 o'clock and then walking over to the show together. Maybe we'll go out together afterwards, not sure. And then the next day, I will go live at 12 o'clock from Paul Atu's boutique. Yes. And they are also hosting from 12 to 3 a mimosa social. So all of that information is on my Instagram stories right now. So check that out. or the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. Oh my gosh. Sarah, red is your color. You should wear red. I could not find anything red that I loved. Either it wasn't my size, it wasn't a good red. It has to be the right red. Like this is not a red I would wear. No offense, but this is orangey. This is a little ho 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 Christmas shirt I'm wearing. I could not find the right red. I almost went with this gorgeous burgundy velvet pants and jacket from White House Black Market that my friends Schmangela and Bisham, who you have not met, but you will meet them if you come to the January 20th event in Hollywood, because they were flying from Houston for me for this event, and I cannot wait. So you will meet my design, my what do you call them? Not my design team, my stylist and closest friends, Schmangela and Bisham. Anyways, okay, that's a whole other thing. But they sent me this outfit, and they're like, oh my God, you've got to go get this. This would be perfect for it. They had the pants. They fit great. The jacket just wasn't very slimming. It just, I don't know. I wasn't feeling the jacket. I had a wonderful lady. She helped me. I went back and forth on 2 or 3 different outfits. I think I know what I'm wearing, but I might be changing up the pants. So I don't really know. I'm trying to figure it out. What does this say? Your shirt is reversed. So it says O-O-O. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Sorry, H-O-H-O-H-O. Anyways, just a little Christmas shirt. Isn't that cute though? The little, yeah, anyways. Oh, why am I blurry on my camera? Okay, all of a sudden my camera was blurry to me. Woo! Okay, the event on January 20th, I've been talking about it. The promo will come out very soon. I've got to record something for it after the show, and then Andy and I will be posting it. It will be everywhere. Tomorrow she'll post a super fun reel that will be made from Andy and Jeff's show today. So that will go up tomorrow. But anyways, okay, so let's get started with the show. Such a fun show with Andy Cohen on Jeff Lewis Live. I also listen, as I do try to most days, listen to Andy Cohen Live. So I had heard all the details about him getting scammed from these credit card people, which is horrific, right? As much as he says he has been worrying about his parents getting scammed, he is the one that got scammed. And it sounds so freaking realistic, not realistic, but relatable of how it happened. And I can't stand these scammers, but they have gotten really good at what they do. So we do have to be super vigilant with this stuff. It drives me crazy so much. But he comes on Jeff Lewis and talks about that again. They talked dad talk. Did you love it? Like, I know Andy and Jeff would never date. I think they have shared a kiss in an elevator or something. Don't you feel like that story's been around somewhere? Shout out Melanie. Shout out Krista and Kathy. All my regulars over there. So many people. Thank you for commenting. I love when y'all comment. If I miss it, I love that y'all talk amongst yourselves and answer each other's questions. I just love our community so much. We have the best Chumpback community. Yes. So Crafty Dodger says, love the dad talk. This is why I love Anderson Cooper and all of his New Year's Eve and the chats and the Instagram posts of him and Andy taking their kids to the park together. I love all the dad talk. I loved when Andy was super interested in what Jeff has taken Monroe to in New York this trip. I love when they talk about the nannies, how many nannies they bring to things. Like if Jeff's going to have this other baby, which this embryo that he has left, he has one, which we did talk about at the dinner that Melanie and Scott invited me to. Thank you again so much. They should be back. They were taking the train super early this morning. 6. They should be back in Virginia already. I'm doing the math. Anyways, he did talk about wanting to have another baby at the $10,000 dinner. And I don't know that he should have another child, but I also agree that I've never been in a situation where I have an embryo left. And I think that would be super stressful to kind of know that you've got one more last attempt. So I think what he told us at the dinner was that he was going to attempt it. And if it didn't work out, if he didn't successfully have this other daughter, that then he would feel more complete and he would feel done. I don't think after that, at least what he was saying at the dinner, was that he felt like he would try again with more eggs, another egg donor, and, him putting in his sperm. So, but it does make sense, right? If you've got this, I mean, a lot of people consider an embryo life already. So we're not getting into that discussion, but my thoughts on, as a parent, as a human, as him as a dad, I can see why he wants to. And also, Monroe is 7 years old. She is talking a lot about having a sibling. She is experiencing things similar to that with Scott and Gage, right? With having baby Stone. So she has kind of a sibling environment. I don't know that they're living together technically, but they're definitely all together as a family, it seems like. So, anyways, but so I can see that. And then he definitely seemed to share with Andy on today's show that he does want to try this one more embryo, maybe sometime next year. And Jeff was like, "Oh, I've got all the time in the world." And I'm like, "Dude, you're 53 years old. Like, you're closer to 54 than you are 53. Yes, you have a lot of help, but at the end of the day, no matter if you don't get carded at Hard Rock Bar in New York City or not, you're still physically almost 53. So at some point, like Andy's saying, like, sooner than later, you know what I mean? Try to have this other baby." Krista says Monroe doesn't really know enough to understand that she would really enjoy a sibling. Well, she's asking for one, so I think she does think I mean, this is my thoughts. And, clearly Jeff and I talk about me having 5 kids and that they're teenagers. He asked me questions about what kind of cars my kids have, because I told him my 16-year-old son just got a car. And he was like, and then he asked me what my budget was. He's everything in person as he is on the radio and he is on TV, which is why a lot of us relate to him, because I can very much ask questions that might seem nosy or inappropriate, but I'm genuinely just curious about people. So Jeff asked me, like, "What's your budget for your kid's car?" And I actually told him, because, it's a fair question, and, had the conversation with him. But so we were talking about how my kids are older, and, they do, it is fun to have siblings and a big family. But it's not the end all be all, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that just because you have a sibling, they're all going to get along. So we talked about that. We talked about, Melanie and Scott shared some situations with their families, and how that makes them feel about being, like, I think Melanie's an only, well, I know Melanie's an only child, and then Scott and Melanie chose never to have kids. So it was a very interesting conversation being with, Jeff, a single dad of 1, me, a married woman of 5 kids, and then Scott and Melanie with no kids. So it was very interesting. What's the budget? 35,000. 35,000 is my kids' car budget. My son's went over to 38,000 because, as COVID happened, some of the cars got more expensive, so anyways, but we don't buy our kids new cars. Don't even get me started on the whole thing. I have a thing with all the years. So just like my kids all graduate in even numbered high school years. So I'll have a class of 2020, a class of 2022. I'll have a class of 2024, class of 2026, and a class of 2028. So I have very weird things on numbers. So all of their cars are right now, the 6 cars that we own are 2016, a 2017, a 2018, a 2019, a 2020, and a 2022. So the 2021 is the only one we're missing. I know, I'm weird with cars. Okay. So they were talking about dates and how Jeff and Andy are both dating, but neither one are seeing anyone in particular. So Jeff told us at the dinner, though, that he had 2 dates, or coffee dates, with some guys in New York already. So we had dinner with him on Sunday night. They flew in Friday. So by the time Friday, Saturday, or earlier that night, Sunday, he had already had some coffee dates with guys, and I don't think they went that well, or at least that's what I remembered him telling us. But he must have had some dates with other people, or at least someone else, because then he was telling Andy that he did have a good date with somebody. So I don't know. That man is busy. How do you pay car insurance for 6 cars? I mean, a big fat check, a big fat check. I mean, don't even get me started on that. I love all y'all's questions. did Jeff spill who the mutual friend was with Jen Green? He did not, and we didn't even think to ask him. I think he would have told us. We think it's Matt Rogers, because it makes sense. He said the reason he wasn't going to be at the party is because he was in New York. Matt Rogers posted he was working in New York the little same dates as the Hollywood House Live party. So it makes sense. I don't know. If I think to ask him when I see him tomorrow night, I will ask him, but I don't know. I'll probably forget. Just like we thought we were going to ask about Zoila, and we totally forgot. And then we thought at coffee Monday morning we would ask about Zoila. Again, we completely forgot. So anyways, Andy dated Stu. Chef Stu is in his book a couple of years ago about dating. I think they dated like 2016, very casually. Clearly, Stu lived in New York, LA still, and Andy lives in New York. So it wasn't anything as serious as him and Jeff, but yeah, for sure. Yes, I knew that Justin had dated Stu. I knew that from In the Vault. I knew that. Yes. Haven't heard all the after show yet. I've still got to listen to it and still got to hear this hater that called in about me. Was that a hater or someone just being like shady about me? Or were they just talking about a Jeff Lewis fan account? Maybe they're not even talking about me. Let's be positive. Stu was in his book as the chef. Yeah, I think, yeah, for sure. I think it's Matt too, Michael. I think it's Matt Rogers also. Okay, what else? I love that they talked about Bravocon. I was sitting in the audience with a lot of people. Matter of fact, Chef Stu and his friend Ronnie Titz were on our same aisle when we were watching the Ask Andy panel at Bravocon. It was brilliant. It was just as spicy, just as nasty, a little bit edgy. It was perfect. I do not know why PR was upset with Jeff Lewis, because even Andy said he did exactly what he is. Like, that is why they hired Jeff Lewis to be at Bravocon 2023. He is going to give you drama. He is going to give you his honest opinion. He is brutally honest. And I was so here for it. But a lot of us agree with him. So even though I do like Monica, I do have the same thoughts as Jeff. Like, is she wealthy enough? Is she aspirational enough? She's definitely messy enough. I don't know if the mess is real or if it's fake. Like, I just can't even figure out, right? I definitely have my feelings on her mom and her drama, how they're kind of bringing it to social media and Twitter. Like, I don't know what to think about all that, but I don't know. I don't even know if I did like that Jeff asked the hard questions about the Salt Lake City, who's coming back, and the Real Housewives of OC, who's coming back. And he gave his opinions on it. I don't think Andy was able to say much, and I don't even know that he's given out the contracts yet for Salt Lake City. So, oh, that's so stupid. That's what they asked. What's more annoying, the elf on the shelf or Sarah from Texas? Oh, what a lame question. They got to get better than that. Ugh. Anyways, I'm sure they lied to get on the air too, from Melissa, or whoever answered the questions. Not fans of Monica from Salt Lake City, Love and Live says. Okay. You sound like Jeff, and then other people like Shane sound like they do like Monica. I can't really tell. Monica's getting almost the same child support Lisa is. So I guess she is aspirational. Who's Lisa? Who's Lisa? Because Lisa Barlow doesn't. Pasadena baby. Anyways, what else? Oh my God. So I was dying that Andy asked what was going on with Jeff's face. So clearly we didn't get an updated picture, a coffee picture today, because Andy was running a little bit late. So they posted, Jeff posted this other picture from him, an older picture. So we didn't get to see what he looked like, but I can tell you his spray tan looked so good Sunday night. There was nothing blotchy, nothing rubbing off. It didn't look like he had work done or anything like that. He looked so young and fresh. So I'm just glad that when we got to see him, and when Melanie and Scott did, that his spray tan looked great. We also saw him Monday morning before the show with Dolores and them, and it looked so good. So the spray tan meltdown. Yeah. I mean, does a spray tan rub off? Like, if I'm paying hundreds of dollars every 6 or 7 days, I want that crap staying on me, and I don't want it rubbing off on my clothes, my bed sheets, my couch, none of that. Like I would just die. That's a lot of money. Not that Jeff cares about spending money, right? Kathy, they can afford the dinner without having kids. Mine are 24 and 21, and now we can go out. We're still getting used to being able to eat what we want. Trust me, when my husband and I go out to dinner alone, it is like the bill is so amazing because I mean, going out to oh, there's Melanie. Shout out, Melanie. I was about to call you Monica for some reason. But yeah, going out to dinner with a family of 7 is way more, especially, I mean, our kids are 8th grade and up, so they're not eating kids' meals anymore. I think one every once in a while squeezes in a kids' meal, but for the most time, they get adult meals and just waste it. Just like kids do, right? What else? Oh my gosh, I love that. We can send, y'all are so sweet, Kathy and Melanie. We can for sure send more love than the haters can send hate. I love that. You know what? And people that have negativity in their life, like, why spend your time on that? I mean, that's what the Housewives is for. You know what I mean? We watch that drama. No one needs to do that. You know what I mean? What's my favorite restaurant? Oh gosh, I don't know. I love a lot. I love seafood. Love seafood, love vegetables. I really do love salads. I love food that other people cook for me. That's what I love. What else? Elf on the Shelf was a common problem. Jeff is anti-Target. I don't think Target's going to be an advertiser on channel 789 anytime soon. Also, like I said, I'm only about 15 minutes into the after show with Justin Martindale and Ryan Bailey today. Again, they're excellent together. And Ryan was just on Justin Martindale's podcast this week called Just Saying with Justin Martindale. So you make sure you listen to that for sure. But I don't think Target is going to be an advertiser anytime soon because Jeff really slammed them. And I totally get it. So let's chat about the freaking Elf on the Shelf in just a second. But also, Ryan and Justin are in the LA studio, so they get to watch the whole thing on video. They get to also listen to the commercial breaks. So we won't get to hear it until we watch Jeff Lewis video on the app tonight. But it sounds like some really good gossip went on during it about the Salt Lake City and maybe about OC also. But I am really hoping that they talk about the after show coming to channel 102 instead of staying on channel 789. Remember yesterday when Nicole Ryan was on, they were talking about it and they were talking about how it's not great real estate being on channel 789, right? Trust me, there are so many of us like me who didn't listen to Jeff Lewis for so long because we only heard it in our car. And now it took me finally to fall of 2021 to figure out the app, how to download it, and know that I could listen to all the shows sitting in my house, shopping at TJ Maxx, doing the laundry, walking out to get the mail. I can taking a walk. I didn't know any of that. So I know there's a ton of people that are like, what is this after show they keep talking about? They don't know how to get over to 789. So if it moves to 102, clearly that's going to be so much better for so many reasons. And it won't like go in and out. It won't stop. It won't switch to another channel. I don't think I've had mine switch to another channel in months, but my phone can be laying on the counter, not even touching it. And I'll have an AirPod in listening and all of a sudden it just pauses. And I have to go over to the phone and actually hit the button again. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I was hoping we get an announcement today, to be honest with you. I mean, I kind of thought this is perfect. Jeff, on one of the commercial breaks yesterday, he was talking to Nicole Ryan. When I watched it last night, he was saying he had a dinner or a meeting with his boss at 5:00. So now we know they went to the bar at Hard Rock in New York City, which I think is actually new. There's no space on 102. Yeah, right after Jeff Lewis Live every single day, I think. I think that would be amazing. Yes, it happens on your app too, Megan Storyland, for sure. It's so annoying. And when I called in to ask Andy Cohen about that, and he had the attitude, I'm like, you're well aware that that app has got problems. Like, I'm not the first person to tell you the app has problems, right? Anyways, okay, let's talk the Elf on the Shelf, because even though I haven't listened to all the after show yet, I will soon. So Justin and Ryan, neither one of them have kids. So it was interesting to hear them sort of know about the elf on the shelf. But y'all, as a mom who's had an elf on the shelf named Zachary since 2013, we've got the book. It's written in my kid's handwriting. It's so cute. He's out right now, but we don't exactly move him anymore. It is so annoying. First of all, just like they talked about, like seeing your friends move it on the Instagram and stuff. I have a big desktop in our computer in our kitchen where everyone walks by, obviously. Years ago, the oldest, who is now 22, walked by and she saw one of my friends' Facebook stories that said something about like, shit, we were laying in bed at 10 o'clock at night and realized we had to get up and move the elf. She just saw it. I knew she read it. Thank you for the rose, Lizzie. Lizzie Tish on TikTok, thank you. And thank y'all when y'all buy badges and super fans. There's stickers on YouTube you can buy. Thank you so much. Make sure to join the membership on YouTube. I give you extra content. I go live every week for subscribers only. It's $4.99 a month. And on Instagram, you hit the subscribe button and I give you extra content and extra lives and stuff too. It'll be so fun. It's $4.99 a month. And it's just optional. All my 5 days a week stuff is still free. Don't you worry. And I give you a lot of stuff for free. Okay, Elf on the Shelf. But they were talking about how these kids find this out. And so you can't even go to Target anymore because then your kid sees the Elf on the Shelf. And then this caller calls in and it's like, yeah, I had to buy this plush Elf on the Shelf. And the looks my kid gets and me, the evil eye, because she'll take it to her brother's basketball game or, soccer or somewhere else. And people are looking at her. Same thing. Like, how do you explain that the Elf on the Shelf is magical? You're not supposed to touch it. It is watching you to see if you're making bad or good choices. I mean, it's so annoying. I'm so glad my kids are 8th grade and up. And I don't have to lie to them anymore about the Easter Bunny, about Santa Claus, none of that. I don't have to tell them somebody is watching them. No one is coming through the freaking, fireplace at night. There's no one eating the cookies. But I have to tell you, I mean, isn't that stuff sweet as a parent when you're going through it? Parts of it is. But even Justin talked about whenever he found out about Santa, the first thing he did was run to his sister and ruin it. And then he got so much trouble by his mom. And I could so relate to that because, I mean, with 5 kids, they all learned about Santa not being real. Sorry if any kids are watching. They learned about Santa not being real at different ages. So then we had to tell them, hey, we're going to move the Elf on the Shelf, or, Santa's not real, but we have to still fake it for the siblings. And they totally understood that. Yeah, Michelle says, I miss it. My kids are 18 and up. Yeah. I mean, it's sweet, but I'm kind of with Jeff. I mean, the nonsense, the lying, the shenanigans of moving the Elf on the Shelf, it's become so elaborate. Like I said, we've had our Elf on the Shelf since 2013. Those were a first few years where you just literally moved it. Like it went from the tree, it went to the mantle, it went into the bedroom, it went into the light fixture. We put it in the refrigerator. I mean, and then it became all these Pinterest crazy ass tricks. And it was just like so much freaking drama. I love that Andy, though, is Jewish, obviously, but he has 2 fake Christmas trees, but he doesn't play into all the Elf on the Shelf stuff. So he doesn't even have to deal with all that nonsense. So when Jeff was talking about it, he doesn't even understand it. Also, his kids are younger. Like they don't really talk about that stuff probably at I know, what does Andy call his school? Nursery school, which sounds so rich to me. Doesn't it sound rich to go to nursery school in New York City? Like, oh my God, for sure. Oh, I've heard that before. Melanie says, we told our kids that if you don't believe Santa doesn't bring you gifts, boys were in college saying, I believe. We say, if you don't believe, you don't receive. Yeah. And then our kids are like, oh, Santa, we want this from him. My audio just got weird. I don't know why. Everything should be fine on Instagram. Tyler said, if I had kids, I wouldn't lie to them about stuff like that. It's too devastating when they find out. Yeah, but Tyler, tell me if you do decide to have kids, because it's almost like you can't not play into it. I mean, you have to explain what Santa is at the mall and pictures and the Easter bunny. I mean, I don't know. Trust me, it's a fine line. You almost can't not do it. You know what I mean? Kind of weird. Nursery school is a New England thing. I love it. It's an Instagram glitch on the audio. Uh-oh. Sorry, Instagram. Kathy says you should make Jeff emojis. Girl, I have enough going on. I do not have time to make emojis, and I don't know how to do that. Anyone else can feel free to make some emojis and tag me, and I'll repost you maybe. Okay, so Target is off the menu for probably advertising on channel 789. Okay, what did y'all think about Jeff? So I had not listened to the whole show yet, and I was getting all these DMs. I have not read all my DMs yet, so I apologize. But somebody DM'd me, and they made it sound like Jeff was saying he might go back with Chef Stu. That's not really what I heard. What I heard was there was some guy that Jeff had been talking to on Instagram on and off, and he didn't want to get with that guy yet because things were still so new with the breakup with Stu that he didn't want to be like, oh, we're on again, off again, because we know how many pauses they must have had, right? I felt like somebody's DM to me made it seem like that Jeff was saying he could go back to Stu. I didn't hear that at all. Not that nothing would surprise me. We never know what's going through Jeff Lewis's brain or heart, right? But I didn't get that from him. I just felt like he was saying, I'm ready to date. I'm ready to meet new people and I'm having fun. I just didn't want to date that other guy so soon because it wasn't fair to him that I was kind of on and off with Chef Stu for so long, right? Yeah, Tyler, I agree on TikTok. I'm kidding. I'd probably play into it because I miss how great the holidays were. It's true. And you do get caught up as a parent in the mistruths and the lies about parenting because it is all part of the mystique and, parenting of Easter Bunny and Santa and all that kind of stuff. Stu did not block me. But that's his story to tell. I'm not going to tell the story of I did nothing. Let's just put it this way. I didn't unfollow anyone. I didn't block anyone. I didn't unblock anyone. But anyways, I don't know where this shirt is from. Probably the Nutcracker Market. I have no idea what brand it says. Probably wouldn't even show me. Oh, look, it's so old. I have no idea. No idea where it's from. Definitely the Nutcracker Market because I remember buying it though. Does that say a brand? No idea. Anyways, he said he blocked you. Well, then ask him. I didn't block him. I didn't do anything. Yes, I'm in Houston, Denise. Pearland, technically. Yeah, make sure you join the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. That's where we get to know everybody, and we have Houston meetups and dinners and lunches. It'll be so fun. And sometimes I spill stuff in person that I probably shouldn't. Oh, thank you, Marguerite. Push the like button for Sarah. Thank you so much. Make sure you're commenting. Make sure you're liking, hitting the thumbs up button. If you have reality TV friends, Bravo friends, Jeff Lewis friends, share my stuff. Take that little button that looks like a letter or like a arrow, whatever it is, and share it to somebody. All of that stuff helps my engagement, and it doesn't cost you one freaking penny. So anyways, but it's very appreciated. Coco says you used to live in Pearland. I live in Silver Lake since 2001. Yeah, we've been here. Grew up in Houston. Oh, that's cute. Mary says, most adults will tell you that their happy memories was waiting on Santa. They won't ever say their saddest memory was finding out there's no Santa. And I'll tell you, over Thanksgiving, obviously all 5 of my kids were home. The 2 were home from college. And we watched a bunch of home videos on our 8mm. And it was so cute to hear them tell the stories now as grown-ups or, young adults of them like sneaking down and the year they all got bikes. And she went upstairs and told everybody that Santa had brought them bikes. So it's cute when they tell you the stories now of what they did as kids. Not that I would have gotten mad that they snuck down, but it's just funny to hear them tell all those stories. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, writing down something I didn't want to forget. What else? Please post your Christmas tree if you can. I mean, I don't even have all the ornaments on it. We just got it. last weekend, maybe, because we get a live tree. We do get a noble fir. It's usually taller than the one I got. I think we usually get about 8 to 9 foot. This one said 7 to 8. It's definitely more in the 8-foot range. But we haven't put they put the lights on this weekend when I was in New York. And then I came along and put the family, like the kids' ornaments on that, like the church had made us, their school, the elementary had made us. Our first ornament ever from Christmas 1999, before I was married to Brian, we bought an ornament in New Mexico somewhere at some store. And so we still have that very first ornament. But we have angels on our ornament, and that's our theme. And then crystals, these crystal ropes of some sort that I bought somewhere. Anyway, so I'll try to do that, but it probably won't happen today, y'all. I fly out. We leave at 5:30 in the morning. That's when our flight leaves. So we will be up very early. One of my daughter's boyfriends is coming over tonight. He's going to cook steaks and twice baked potatoes for us for dinner. So I still have to pack. I still have to finalize what I'm wearing. I don't even know exactly what I'm wearing. Trying to dress like festive, but colorful. I didn't want to do all black. I feel like I wear black so much. I'm getting to a point where I realize I want to pack things that are easy to pack in a suitcase that don't wrinkle as easily. Oh my gosh, Lady Grace just got to the hotel that most of us are staying at in LA. I cannot wait, y'all. It is going to be so much fun. Again, the promo for January 20th will come out soon. This relates because all the things that I have planned and coordinated, the breakfast is at Sight Glass, the group meetup with me and Donna Bowling at 4:00 at the W Hotel, the Pole and Patrick hosting the Mimosa Social Friday in LA, obviously the Jeff Lewis live event. A lot of us have been talking. We're all staying at the same hotel in Beverly Hills. We are going to Uber together. We're going to eat dinner together. We're going to have drinks together. We're going to hang out in the hotel together. Y'all can come to the Pola 2 Boutique and watch my live stream on Friday at noon. It is going to be so fun. Yes, Melanie is coming to the January 20th event. She already has her flight booked, Delta One girlfriend, all day long. Caller Enette has her flight booked. I am so excited. At least 2 of my friends are flying in from Houston with me, Schmangela and Bisham. So y'all will get to meet the girls that style me. Trust me. The girl that loans me the amazing necklaces. They both loan me statement necklaces. Bisham has given me beautiful clothes to wear. They've loaned me purses to wear. Alexander McQueen purse, a Chanel purse. What was this other bag? Oh, the YSL purse. The January 20th event is in Hollywood. So you would fly into LAX if you don't live there already. If you live there or live near, I've got a block of rooms for a great price at the SLS Marriott in Beverly Hills. That is set to go. The promo comes out today. It is not a Jeff Lewis show. He is not. We already have, my people have reached out to his people. Trust me, he is well aware of the event. There's no conflict. So remember how Jeff has teased a January event? There is not one January 20th. My people reached out to his people. Can't even believe I have people now, but I do. Okay, it's 1 or 2 people, but I do have people. Don't make it seem like a big deal because it's not. But so today a promo will go out everywhere on all my social media at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. So look for that. And then all the exact details and a ticket link will come out within days and a week. So please, please, please make it a priority to come to LA January 20th. It will be so fun. We will have a dinner after the event. The event is in the evening. I don't know if I can say the exact time. I don't know. I'm getting in trouble because they keep saying what I can say and what I can't say. So it'll be so fun though. Like you will be with your people and it will be so fun. I promise you. Oh my God, Coco, that's your birthday. That would be amazing to share your birthday with everyone. Oh my gosh, that would make me so happy. Okay, I can't say everything. It's a live event. That's all I can say. I will be there, Obvi, and it will be amazing. I can't say anything more yet, though. January 20th, Hollywood. It will be so fun. SLS Marriott Hotel. Yes, you book the room. You tell them you're coming to get the block rate. All that will be in the announcement very soon. We have a month. Today is 1 month out. I could let the cat out of the bag a little bit today and then more within the week. Oh my God, y'all. I can't even imagine. Thank you. Like my nails? They'll be burgundy in LA because I don't have time to get my nails done again. And they're okay. They're not grown out too bad. My nails grow really fast. Oh my God. Oh, y'all are talking about burying parents. Oh my gosh, Cecile. I just started watching you, Sarah. I have to say, you seem so sweet. I am sweet, but don't get on my bad side. Don't get on my bad side. It takes a lot to get on my bad side. You know what gets on my bad side? Liars and fake people. And I've had so many people be fake to me, like, gag me with a spoon. But you know what? Soon enough, people show their true colors, and you know how that goes. What? Why is somebody asking if anyone wants a 1960s easy bake oven? That's an interesting comment. Oh my gosh, we only have 3 more minutes. Let's do an Ask Me Anything. Ask me anything. On Instagram, you can hit the button at the bottom that says the question mark. See my comment above. Coco, are you talking to me? My ex-brother-in-law lives in Silver Lake. Oh my God. I know them, Coco. I'm not going to say the names. I know them. Ask her about me. I know the wife way more than the husband. But tell her my name. She totally knows me. Tell her Sarah with 5 kids, and she'll know exactly who I am. I mean, I'm not famous in Pearland, but when you have 5 kids and you're not Catholic and you're not Mormon, because we do have a Mormon church attached to our neighborhood. I mean, my kids did so many activities. I know a lot of people where I live. Anyways, and they know I'm not a stalker. They know I'm an amazing, nice person. Anyways, Robin says January 20th. Is it another Jeff Lewis event? No, it is my event. I'm just dying. When Pohl read my coffee at Bravocon and he said, huge things are going to happen for you, literally, it all started happening. It was like this snowball effect. And when he said, where are you traveling? And I said, nowhere. This is my last trip of the year. Y'all, Jeff had not announced his Jeff Lewis live show for December 21st yet. That's the first thing I booked. Then I got the invitation for the Hollywood House Lift party a week after Bravocon. So I booked that trip to go to LA, which was amazing. I made lots of reels about it. Check that out. And then I knew that Melanie and Scott were having this $10,000 dinner with Jeff, but I was not, obviously, I've never thought I would be invited. I was so happy for her. But then about 2 weeks ago, she sent me a message and said, hey, we would love to have you as our guest if you can get to New York. So then I booked that trip. So all of a sudden, now I have 3 trips in December alone. So when I tell you Pola 2's coffee reading was accurate, it's crazy accurate. I've been invited to be on 2 different podcasts alone in January. If you have a favorite podcaster that you think I would be good on, reach out to them and say, hey, reach out to Jeff Lewis Obsessed. She loves coming on people's podcasts. I really want to expand and do more. And, clearly I love a lot of reality TV. I love gossiping and talking about celebrities, Jeff Lewis. So reach out to your favorite podcaster and let them know to invite me on their podcast. I would love it. My show is a little more different because I talk to y'all. So it gets difficult whenever I invite someone on Instagram because in YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, they can't see it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I never said there wouldn't be celebrities there January 20th, y'all. I mean, hello. I said it's my event, but I never said there wouldn't be celebrities. Just make plans to come. You will not want to miss it. And I also think there is for those of you out of the country or in too far away or in a situation where you can't get to Hollywood, I do believe there's going to be a live streaming option. Yes. This place is amazing. I toured the venue. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. I just can't even believe it's all happening. So, anyways. Yes, Coco. Ask her. Ask her. Tell her I said hi. Shout out. Jeff mentioned me this morning. Today? I know he did the other day after the dinner. He said that Sarah from Texas came. Anyways, well, we are going to wrap things up. Do not forget, I will be live on social media, my Jeff Lewis Obsessed, the podcast, everything. Thursday in Hollywood, Friday in Hollywood. I'll be live from Polo 2 Boutique. I cannot believe they're letting me go live there. It is going to be so fun. If you're in LA, if you can get to LA, whether or not you have a Jeff Lewis live ticket for December 21st, they are still selling them. Now they're sold out, but people are still selling them in the Facebook group. So join the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group if you're looking for a ticket. Post in there if you're trying to sell one, but no scammers, okay? Our group is amazing and nice and respectful and wonderful. So no scammers, none of that nonsense, right? Anyways, yes. Yes, Raquel will be watching from Australia. Shout out Australia. Bye, Chumpettes. Thank you so much. Make sure you're following me on all social media, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Give me a 5-star rating on my podcast, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Comment, like, hit the plus, whatever it's called, the heart button. All the things. I'd really appreciate it. Bye, Chumpettes. See you tomorrow in LA and see a lot of you in LA tomorrow. I cannot wait. I'm just so excited.